and sing some songs and have a good time, but there's a purpose to all we're doing, and our purpose obviously here is to accentuate a delightful park that's out here in a pretty area that has tremendous potential from several points of view. The economic development that comes in, you may not know it, but over 35,000 people a month come to this state park in the height of the season. A lot of out-of-state people come through here. We had some problems where there was almost a temporary closing, you might recall, last year, and that would have had a tremendous impact on the local economy down this way. So it does a couple of things. It means dollars and cents coming in from a large area from around the South and really all over the country for Louisiana in terms of dollars spent. It also is just an exemplification of being a sportsman's paradise that we want to sell throughout the country, both from an aesthetic point of view and for our quality of life. And so I thought it was important that in a campaign for governor, you know, we go to these forums and the questions are always, what are you going to do about education and what about the tax reform? But something like this is very important to the whole scheme of what we do. And as our campaign moves all over the state in this final 10 days to go from tomorrow and our final caravan, we felt it important to make a stop like this. It's good for us, it helps morale, it's a lot of fun, and I think it lends meaning to a very special campaign that we've tried to exemplify from the day I announced. And it's just not me, it's a reflection of lots of people who have pitched in and helped, that have tried to do some special things and look beyond just the scope of day in, day out activities, taking a little broader view about what we mean by our quality of life. When I announced for governor back about 6 months ago, I talked about expectations.
That was John.
I happened to walk in his Mother and Dad have been on the campaign the whole time. I heard Mother handing out some cards in the store earlier today. I was walking by and said, I'm Jim Brown's mother and I'm his very best campaigner. I'm his very best campaigner. And she meant it too, and she was right. She certainly is. She certainly is. So I just want to thank you all for joining us. So many of my family, my mother and father, my sister and her husband Jeff, and Gladys and Gloria and all our gang, and Al, who's been such a dear friend who we've gotten to know each other so well recently, and all the old friends and some of the new folks that we picked up who've joined us in a very special effort that I think is going to be successful. But regardless of whatever the outcome of this race, I think that if anything else, we have set a little different tone and raised some expectations and talked about some different issues that hopefully the whole state will get into coming up in the months to come. So we'll keep the bonfires burning and play a little bit more music, and I think we've got the press tents are about 300 yards in the woods that way. Just head that direction. Just head that direction, you'll stumble across it. Yeah, Pete?
Breakfast from 6 on in the morning.
6 o'clock on?
On to what?
Who is the cook?
Pete.
Okay.
Jim, let's see.
Sure.
Your mom and I have chosen the number to play for your father.
Well, before you do,
So inclined.
let me do a song first.
All right.
Now look, where's my banjo?
Kid first, and then Jumbo, and Mr. Brown.
Y'all said he wouldn't do it.
Sure, okay. That's good. That's good.
$1 for your campaign.
Hey, what a guy, what a guy. I'll take it.
My kid's very clever.
Now look,
My kid knows some stuff.
I have not touched this thing. Yeah, declare my financial statement.
With due deference, I bow to my leader. Your leader. JB, when they named the Scotch App, so I'm not drinking. Wait a minute, folks. He's coming close.
Does Earl Scruggs have anything to worry about that?
Mignard's got to worry. Doc Mignard, brown man, may be displaced by the governor.
I'm a terrible banjo player. I can barely stroke it.
But you got a hell of a personality, Jim. Mr. B, senior.
Now look, as usual, for very special occasions, I got a song. Everybody knows I got a song. So I wrote a little song coming up here.
Gladys is the holder.
Yeah, now Gladys, you can hold my song up
Definitely
here.
not the singer.
I don't know if I can see this thing. Look at that light over here, huh? Okay.
You can't see it, you gotta turn it that way.
Oh, I can see it, huh? Yeah.
Honey.
I don't know if I can see and play.
You
Huh?
call him honey.
I'll tell you what. That's going to be tough. Hold up. Well, I can see see it if I worked at the whole thing.
This is what we call a stage weight, folks. This is a stage weight. A stage weight.
Look, I'll play along with you. You play your trumpet while you play when the singing school marching in for me, and let me sing this song with you. I can't sing it and play. I just can't do it all. This is a special song. We've had a lot of fun with all our cute little story the last day or two. So for all our friends of the press, as usual, I got a little song. Play it up. Is that what? All right, start. Okay, hit it again. One more. Oh, when the press comes marching in, oh, with their notepads and their pens, you know they want to stir up some trouble. They're always plucking like a bunch of old wet hens. And when they ask if we'd endorse, I thought they would mean that. Start again. I thought they would mean. So one more time. I thought they meant they would endorse me, of course. But you know who their papers are supporting. Well, I'm stuck here with them tonight. What could be worse? So when this race is at an end, here's a thought to keep you going till we win. We still have Iris, the Johns and Joan and Alex, but we'll never have to sleep with them again.
I've decided.
We got guest of honor out here. Where's Alex? Come here, Alex.
Where's Alex Martin?
Come here.
Alex, come out here and bring your banjo. Where's Alex Martin?
Come on, you plaid.
All that song with is a flood. However, since a man of great renown, he'll not be found if he gets lost in the woods. You can always depend on Mr. Brown, a man of great renown. And my friend. Mr. Brown, see.
All right.
Here
I
it
just want to say one
is. Dedicated to Mr. Brown from Mrs. Brown and Jumbo. Y'all are too serious. It's supposed to be a
Everybody's
joke.
crying.
It's supposed to be a joke.
Cheers.
What were you going to ask, Val?
I just want to say to the people who've worked here tonight and for the caravan, Jim, we appreciate you and the family stamina for this thing. It makes it all worth it for all of us. These guys, the advance team, where are you? Raise your hands. They've done a hell of a job so far. Where are you guys? They're sleeping. The advance going to kick us into New Orleans over the weekend. All of you have like just about 10 days left to pull us over the top. And if you just do as good as you've done on this caravan as we go throughout the rest of the state, there's no doubt in my mind that we're going to go into the primary. We may go in first. I know we're going to go in second, and we'll be in the runoff, and Jim Brown will be your next governor. And
All right, Alex Martin, where's your harmonic?
it's in the briefcase. It's in your briefcase.
Jim Brown is leadership you can trust, Louisiana. As Jim says, our kids deserve it, our future demands it. Come on out and meet Jim. Nothing's gonna rain on the Jim Brown Caravan, taking his positive message of change to the people, a better world for our kids. Jim Brown is fighting to make us proud again. Come join the fight. It's time we had a dedicated family man in the governor's office with a record of accomplishment. You can trust him to continue winning, reforming, leading us out of the mistakes of the past and into a future where Louisiana's interests first rebuild unique heritage and the ambitions of our people so we can make our state proud again. Please remember to vote on this important election day. Say yes to Louisiana's brighter future. Your vote for Jim Brown means new jobs for our great state and turning our economy around. Vote Jim Brown, number 2. on the road again with our Victory Express caravan to every parish in Louisiana with the good news about our man for governor, Jim Brown. Jim wants to meet with as many people as he can. So come on out and see Secretary of State Jim Brown while he's in town, person to person, one-on-one. Jim Brown listens. He understands. He cares about your needs and concerns. This is the final swing before Election Day. Be sure to vote, and please vote number 2, Jim Brown. Come join the fight to make us proud again. Jim Brown has put together a winning campaign team, and now he wants to put together a winning team in Baton Rouge to turn our state
Jonesville, Louisiana, my old senatorial district. I was senator here, and a lot of my life here, practiced law here, and back here having a big time. This is Jim Brown country where we are today. Hey there, fella, what's going on? Huh? Okay, what's that? Well, he is doing Memphis. Y'all hold up all right? Oh, we're doing all right. Great. Okay. I'll get someone to tell you here. We got a ton of them here, so we may have a couple for you. So if we don't have them on the bus, I'll see if we get stir some up for you. So got all our gang? Come on, Gladys. I'll work it out. Someone drag your car. Come on up on the bus with me when we leave here. Okay, fine. We're going over this. We'll get a Faraday. So since you're leaving at Faraday,
Yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah, we'll get that worked out. All right. Jonesville. All right.
I'm just gonna give up on it.
One thing you might want to know about. Yes, I can.
A neighbor of ours, being from Concordia Parish, and serving as senator from this district. At this time, I would like to turn this program over to Mr. Brown.
Thank you so very much. Good to see you all in Jonesville. Y'all having a nice day today. All right. Well, we are here. We've come today, my wife Gladys. I have my young son in the back. Back over here in the back, who's got stuck back there. He's being held up there right now. And my mother and father and a number of folks who came through on the Brown Victory Express. We've got all kinds of buses outside. We're making a statewide tour during our final swing in this governor's race, and I did not want to miss coming to Jonesville, Louisiana. I think a number of you know that I started practicing law over in this neck of the woods. I was a state senator. I've been over here on many, many occasions. I feel like I'm really home, and I'm very proud of this sign. This is Jim Brown country. Makes me feel real good here today. We're talking about a number of things as we make this tour, and each one of you are vitally affected by what I'm talking about. Because let's tell it like it is. If we don't make some changes in Catahoula Parish, in northeast Louisiana, and in this part of the state, you're not going to have the opportunities you need for job development in the future. Those of us who aspire to lead this state, to be governor and be your elected officials, need to make some very dramatic changes if you're going to have opportunities to stay here, to raise your families, and to have a good quality of life. And that's the theme of my campaign. That's what I'm talking about with my plan for Louisiana's future. You're the bottom line.
You see, when you're 45 or 50 years old, you can look elsewhere in terms of your horizons, but you're still going to stay here. Your roots are here, your business is here, you're not going to go anywhere. When you're a senior in high school and thinking about your future, if we don't change the way we're operating right now, offer you good opportunities for higher education, have a good business climate in this state, develop a farm marketing plan, then you're going to have to look elsewhere to go. You're going to have to get in the bus and go to Denver, drive to Philadelphia, Atlanta to get a job. I don't want that. You represent the best and the brightest of our future. You're from my part of the state. I want you to have the opportunities right here in Catahoula Parish if you want to stay, and that's what I'm working to do. I've got a real good plan, I think. It's a plan that encompasses a number of things. A number of you here I know your family. You're from farming communities. You may want to come back and farm yourself. We've got a real threat to family farming throughout Louisiana today. We need more guaranteed loan programs for our family farmers. I've got a plan to use some of our retirement system funds to give loan guarantees to our new farmers coming along and protect our old farmers to hang on to their property during these very difficult times. I'm talking about marketing farm products. We're not selling what we have enough. We're not marketing our soybeans. We're not marketing our catfish, our rice, and all the other goods we produce up this way, all over the country and all over the world like we could be. A very innovative marketing plan can go a long, long way in keeping you here at home and diversifying the economy. If you want to go on to college, we need to improve your opportunities to do so. I have a very solid plan for college development that builds our universities, lets them specialize in very specific areas, and gives you a choice in terms of where you want to be educated so that you'll have plenty of opportunity for your future. I also want to take those colleges and develop much more research capabilities so that if you want to start a business in Jonesville or Catahoula Parish and you need some technical help, you can look towards those colleges for that technical help. All that makes good common sense. It's a good business plan. I think I can make it work, and I'd like to have your help. A number of you here today are teachers or you're 18 years old. In 10 more days, we have this election for governor. I hope you'll vote for me. I hope all of you will go home and tell your friends and family that you met Jim Brown, who was their senator for 8 years. He's been all over Catahoula Parish. He knows where Sandy Lake is. He knows where Aimwell is. He's the only candidate for governor that's been all over Larco Lake. Nobody has to feel this parish like I do. He understands these problems. He was a good senator. As Secretary of State, I've been called running the best office that exists in Louisiana by the Public Affairs Research Council. We've got a number of good ideas for the future. If you'll help me, I think there's lots we can do in Catahoula Parish. So I want to be a solve an awful lot of the problems we have here in Louisiana today, to start building a good basis for our farmers to grow throughout Catahoula Parish, to change this system that has held us back in Louisiana, and basically to start making us feel proud again. That's what I'm doing as your governor. I came today. You'll see me lots more after I'm elected governor. Thank you all very much for having me today. hang in there, enjoy yourself, okay?
We feel honored to have a man who is a viable candidate for governor to take time to stop at our school and speak to you. Mr. Brown has a very busy schedule. You are lucky that you are fortunate enough to have someone of his stature here. Thank you, Mr. Brown. Would you please, report the fourth period class? Thank you.
Thank you guys for coming out today. We appreciate it. Hope the movies are good, okay? What? You want the first? The second, okay, either way you want to do it.
Yeah, you're right. You know, I think the speaker's on the other side.
The Jim Brown Express Caravan. Come on out and meet Secretary of State Jim Brown, our candidate for governor, the next governor of Louisiana. Come shake his hand. Jim wants to hear from you. This is the final swing before that all-important election day. Jim needs your help, your support, your good faith, and your vote for a brighter future for our kids. Jim Brown has fought a positive campaign, and the wide support he has earned from around the state puts Jim in the best position of all the candidates to win. No one knows that better than Edwin Edwards himself, who said in a news interview, "If you really want to get me defeated, get me in a runoff with Jim Brown." And we're visiting all over the state to make sure Jim makes that runoff. It can happen, and it will happen with your help. If you haven't met Jim, come on down while Jim's in town. Be a part of this whirlwind piece of history. Thousands of miles, crisscrossing the state, old grassroots campaigning, meeting as many folks as we can, bringing the campaign to create jobs and to improve education directly to the people. Come see Jim Brown for yourself. You'll see honesty, integrity, and a hard worker, the qualities you want in a man who has to make the tough decisions affecting our lives. Leadership you can trust, Louisiana. Jim Brown. New jobs for a great state. Elect Jim Brown governor. Number 2 on the ballot. We thank you.